Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate your warm reception here. The pleasure and privilege has all been mine. I saw that we had a lot of hands that were here for the first time. So briefly, in case you don't know what a committeeman and committeewomen do, is we're the liaisons between the state party and the states to the national convention and to the national party. And you can be very, very pleased and proud of how the RNC is being run today. Our chairman, Reince Priebus, has done a fantastic job. When he took over about 18 months ago, he inherited an organization that was $23 million in debt, that had $350,000 cash on hand, and that had a payroll due and other bills in 2 weeks of $450,000. But he worked night and day to rebuild that party, reestablishing relationships with big donors. Looking at the costs of the RNC, he actually reduced the costs of the RNC by 1/3, and getting greater efficiency out of it. And he worked very, very hard on putting the organization in place for us to be successful in this cycle. And the proof is in the pudding. If you look at your RNC today, and just look at last month's spectacular results, what you see is between the Romney campaign, the victory operations, and the RNC, we raised $106 million in June, outraising the president by over $30 million. Think about that. They have a sitting president. They have the ability to bring people to the White House or to go around the country. And we outraised them last month. And we outraised them the month before that, too. Over 536,000 people gave to the RNC last month, just in June alone. And we've got now, as you might recall, I told you that $23 million in debt and $350,000 cash on hand. As of the end of June, we've got $140 million cash on hand. Reince Priebus has done a wonderful job of turning around this organization. And I can tell you, as your National Committee man, it has been an honor and a privilege to be able to serve, coming from Nebraska. I cannot tell you how humbled I am to represent you. I cannot tell you how terribly, terribly blessed I have been to have your friendship on this committee for the last 5 years as I've been your committee man. It really has meant a lot to me. It's been one of the greatest blessings of my life to be able to come here and get to know you all. I love you all. You're just the best people. And you know, politics gets a bad rap in a lot of ways. But the folks you see here today, look around you. It's very noble to want to get involved, to have good government for your fellow citizens. I mean, you're not here for the money. You're not here for the fame. You're here because you want to have good government. So thank you all for what you do. I really do appreciate all your friendship. And speaking of friendship, I'd like to welcome all the new people that have come here today. And I'd like to leave a special message for the folks from the Liberty Caucus who are here as well, who have really turned up at our county conventions and have sent a lot of delegates here today. The Republican Party needs you. The Republican Party has always been an organization with a big tent. If you think about our democracy, okay, our republic, we form our coalitions before our election. And a lot of other democracies around the world, they have their elections and they try to form their coalitions. In my opinion, that makes them less stable. We form our coalitions first and then we have our elections. So we need to welcome in the folks who are coming to make us a stronger party. So my request to those of you who are new to this convention and new to this for the first time, especially those in the Liberty Caucus, I would ask you, stay engaged, stay involved. I think you're doing a disservice if you make this about one person or about one election, because this is a long-term game, right? This election is probably one of the most important we've had in the last 100 years. But as you can see the challenges facing this nation today, our challenges are not going to go away. We can do everything wonderfully well and elect Mitt Romney to be the next president, but we still have debt that is overwhelming, as Senator Johanns already told you. We've got a lot of problems that we have to address, and it's going to be addressed by people like you in this room. And so to everybody who's here today, thank you very, very much for coming out. We need you to go out and recruit 10 more people, and then 10 more people after that, to be able to get out and work this election cycle. Our nation is facing very, very serious threats. You all know that. I don't have to tell you because you're here. But you've all got friends and neighbors out there that don't understand that. And we have to win this election. The stakes are so, so high. So please, whether you've been coming to these conventions forever or whether you're brand new, stay involved. Get your friends and family involved. I may be stepping down as National Committeeman, but I'm not going away. I guarantee you I will stay involved. And let's work to restore the liberty and freedom that we deserve in this country and that our forefathers left to us. All right, so Nancy, did I stall long enough to get to the voting? All right, hey, thank you all very, very much.
Thanks, Pete.